and he gonna pay for it. I guarantee he pay for it. I guarantee it.
Calm down, calm down, brother.
Come to the fight. Come to the fight.
They probably gonna get you. Look, fool. Hey, fool. This me and you, fool. This me and you, fool.
Tank.
This me and you, fool. Don't worry about them.
Yeah. Tank all day, baby. Tank all day. Easy work. Easy work. My money goes to it. All right, guys. All right.
And he going to pay for it. I guarantee he pay for it. I guarantee I can't. I guarantee. Calm down. Calm down, brother. Come to the fight. They probably going to get you. Applause, look, fool. Hey, F. It's me and you, fool. This me and you, fool. Tank. Just me and you, fool. Don't worry about them. And they might get you. Ahead of their August rematch, Gervonta Davis and Lamont Roach have just had their first press conference and it ended in a very heated manner. Gervonta Davis became so furious that he stood up to Lamont Roach on 2 different occasions before he was eventually held back by the security. All day, baby. All day. All right, guys. Music, my music. Next problem began when the interviewer asked Lamont Roach what he felt about winning the fight. He asked him, Lamont, after arguably winning the first fight, what would you do to set yourself up for another win? But just before Lamont Roach could respond, Gervonta Davis cut in and asked why the interviewer called the draw a win. Don't worry about them. They might get you. They going to trick you off your spat. They going to trick you off your spat, fool. Don't worry about them. Come on. Stop. Y'all know what's going on. Y'all know how I'm coming. So, stop it. Y'all gonna make it hard for him. That's what y'all gonna do. Y'all gonna make it hard for him. My whole family is from DC. My whole family, like my entire family. Don't bring them. I'm telling you. They going to celebrate with me. Don't bring them. It's going to be a party on your. I'm going to let y'all know something. His father was up here shaking on the what's his name? He was shaking on the all my kids. He was shaking on his hand. This triggered a response from Lamont Roach which almost led them to a brawl before they were separated. The other instance was when Lamont Roach promised Gervonta Davis a serious beating if he and the refs don't cheat their way out of a defeat again. This hot Gervonta Davis was so vexed that he went into a rant raining insults on Lamont Roach before he got up again and later had his seat after seeing there was no possibility of making it to where Lamont Roach was. And Shakur Stevenson had something to say about this. On my kids. He was shaking on this hand. He was shaking. Don't say that's cap. What I about to say? How you gonna say it's cap and you going to say it's cap? I'm watching. Hey, somebody lying. Yeah, somebody lying. Hey, the unbeaten WBC lightweight champion isn't nearly as sure that the high-profile fight he wants after he opposes Zeta will still be available to him 5 weeks later. Stevenson told The Ring he envisions Gervonta Davis having as much difficulty with Lamont Roach in their immediate rematch AG16 as the left-handed knockout artist did during their first WBA lightweight championship match March 1. Davis and Roach fought to an infamous majority draw at Barclays Center in Brooklyn. Baltimore's Davis was a 161 favorite according to DraftKings to beat an amateur rival who moved up from the junior lightweight division for their Premier Boxing Champions pay-per-view main event 2.5 months ago. I bet be quiet. I don't give a hood over there like twisted up. I don't give a do whatever y'all my mother he can't no motherhood none of that not at all tell him I'm a not at all never nothing what do I look like okay had referee Steve Willis counted a knockdown when Davis took a knee early in the 9th round. Davis would have lost a decision to Roach a couple seconds after he took a knee. Davis was assisted by one of his trainers Calvin Ford who wiped away a substance that got into his eyes and blurred his vision. Willis, who didn't call for a break in the action, would have then been within his right to disqualify Davis for in effect calling a timeout. Stevenson, a 3-division champion from Newark, New Jersey, was one of the few fighters who believed Roach would be a difficult matchup in what was widely viewed as a fight to keep Davis busy. In fact, Stevenson said he placed a significant wager on their fight going the distance and won approximately $25,000. Kevin Garcia with fight height. So, I want to get your thoughts on it. You know, the Ring magazine rankings did come out and we know your accolades. We know what you've done. You know, Keshan's made a lot of noise recently and that's your boy, but what do you think about him being ranked above you? So what do you think about the rankings? If you ask me personally, Kevin Garcia, I think that you should be ranked number 1. Okay. So, based on your accolades, the guy at number 1 is a guy that just had a draw at his last fight, right? MHM. So then, what are we talking about? It ain't really nothing to even talk about. It is what it is. I ain't tripping. You know, it's funny to me. It's all jokes. Though Stevenson likes Roach, he wants Davis to win their rematch because the 30-year-old is one of boxing's biggest stars and represents the most profitable option for his 24th professional fight. I would love that fight to happen, Stevenson told The Ring. But I'm not a guy that's just like everybody else, like, oh, it's a rematch and he's just going in there and he's going to knock this guy out or he's going to make it so much easier. I don't look at it like that. I know that Lamont Roach has been waiting on this opportunity his entire life. I've been in the ring with Lamont Roach. I've been in the gym with Lamont Roach. I know who Lamont Roach is. I went and bet money on that fight because I knew Lamont Roach wasn't going to get a decision. So, I bet on the fight going the distance. We got the rematch announced today with him and Lamar Roach. I think all today. So, what do you think? You know, considering you were one of the handful of people to pick Lamar Roach, giving him a tough fight. I think it's dangerous for him to go back in there and fight Lamont. I think Lamont is a hell of a fighter. I could see that going left. So, he better be on his A game. Do you think won the first fight? Despite Roach's success in their first fight, Davis, the Ring's number 1 ranked lightweight contender, opened as a 6-1 favorite to win their rematch, according to FanDuel. Stevenson, rated 3rd by the Ring in the 135 pounds division, again disagrees with much of the public's perception of their 12-round rematch. When it's a rematch, I don't look at it like everybody else, Stevenson said. I know what Tank is dealing with. So, Tank is going to have to be 100% of his best and beyond because he can't just be his best. He got to be better than whatever he was the last time. And for him to win that fight, it's going to be a very difficult fight. You really want to move to 154 after this fight? Yo, you know why I kind of said 154? I probably was stretching. I stretched 154, but I'll fight him at 147. 147 me kind of couldn't get it in. You thought Johnny Boy boxing a fight. If you anticipate it, do you feel like that's the toughest fight in your career? And they'll give you the credit if you win. Who knows? Like it's a never-ending process, you know? Music, I think I know that me and Tank have a big fight, so it worries me that I don't get my opportunity to fight him as an undefeated fighter with Lamont Roach in front of him, but we'll see. Maybe he will go in there and make it an easy fight. I know it's something he can work on. Stevenson does agree with FanDuel's odds on his fight with Mexico Zapata, which favor him by a 141 margin. the 2016 Olympic silver medalist will defend his WBC 135 pounds championship for the third time against Zapata in one of 4 fights featured on the Ring's pay-per-view show July 12 at Louis Armstrong Stadium, a tennis venue in Queens. Credit if you win. Who knows? Like it's a never-ending process, you know. I think I stopped looking for credit cause at the end of the day, once you get the credit, something else happened, they're going to move on anyway. So the credit really doesn't matter. It just matter how I feel, what I feel after the fight. After I go fight with him, if I perform at the highest level of my expectations, I'm cool with that. Shakur, we saw Eddie obviously, have you back on stage? He said, look, you guys maybe don't appreciate Shakur as much as you should. Tank has developed into one of the biggest stars in boxing, but his lack of activity has been arguably the biggest knock on his game. If he can stay more active and line up fights against the likes of fellow lightweight champions Shakur Stevenson, Keshin Davis or Vasily Lomachenko, Davis could be poised to cement himself as one of the best boxers pound for none of that. Not at all. Tell him I'm a him up. Not at all. Never. Nothing. Get what do I look like getting up? Okay. Their first presser wasn't less dramatic. At 4:30 p.m. On Wednesday, approximately 45 minutes after he was advertised to be in the ring for his media workout, Gervonta Davis finally walked into Gleason's gym in Brooklyn, New York, wearing pink sweatpants and a hoodie pulled over a Yankees cap. Tank stretched and wiped the sleep from his eyes as he waited to speak with Premier Boxing Champions host Miguel Flores. After a few minutes, Davis stepped out of the ring and disappeared onto the streets of the Dumbo district without throwing a single punch or speaking directly to reporters. With Davis having already held a media workout last week in Washington, D.C., where he also held training camp, and with weigh-ins about 48 hours away, it's understandable why someone in a high-stakes fight wouldn't want to work out for the public. Now, we spoke to Roach earlier today at the open workout. We've seen you both go back and forth online and he was saying, Tank likes to troll people,